Good evening. What up, Titan Nation? This is your boy Chris, aka Blue Enforcer, and welcome to another edition of Titans in Truth. I hope everybody is getting ready to get started with their Thanksgiving weekend. And I'm gonna say right now, the way I wish everybody to have a happy and blessed Turkey Day. Eat a lot, eat hard, and watch some good football. And if you're not watching it now, um, definitely definitely tune this in with your family and friends, so y'all can watch some Titan news too, even on a Turkey Day. But let's go ahead and get right into it. We some of y'all probably saw my rant when I went off about the game last Thursday against the Steelers. I'm not really going to go into that much more. We lost 40-17. It was a tough game for everybody. Titans dropped 6-4, and now are a game back of Jacksonville for first place in the AFC South. But we're still in a good position, so that's not really something to be too down about. I mean, yeah, the performance was bad. It was really a close game up until about the last part of the third quarter, with about maybe 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Titans are in it. It's just 23-17. It really should have been 23-21 at that point. And there were just a few plays that just did not go our way that could have tipped the scale. Definitely the drop touchdown pass by Delaney. Dory Jackson did a great job of Dory Jackson did a great job of punching the ball out of Antonio Brown's hands, and it just ended up rolling right to Martavis Bryant. That could have been a big turnover. That could have took away a few points. And then, the offensive mistakes by the offense basically just it broke the dam for the defense. The defense was trying to hold as long as they possibly could, but then the dam broke and ended up costing the game, and we just could not hold them back any longer. But it was just a tough game all the way around. Very disappointing. They just cannot let this be a domino effect that hurts them the rest of the year going on. They have a lot of winnable games coming up, and they're playing a lot of backup quarterbacks, so they have a big-time chance here to really do some damage and to really gain ground on Jacksonville and to really put a big staple in the playoff race. So right now, we are fifth in the AFC. So right now we have the first wild card spot, and as of right now, we will be going to Jacksonville to play Jacksonville if the playoffs had started today. But we could do a lot better, and we could definitely win some more games and really set ourselves up pretty good for the late run, later on in the year, and we can really set ourselves up very nicely to not only make the playoffs but still win the division, and we can really hurt Jacksonville a little bit more. So that's the plan. That's the plan. That's what we got to do going forward. And, we just got to look at Jacksonville next. So we're not going to go into much more about Pittsburgh. Let's go ahead and get past that. That was just a bad game all the way around with that. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and who did y'all think was the two-tone blue star of the week? Who actually played the best in the debacle that happened in the Steel City, which I call it the nightmare in the Steel City, because that is exactly what it was. Who did y'all think were the stars of the week? I had my guy Matt Necrone coming in saying Stars were not shining bright, but Adoree does it all on the field, so he gets my vote. Um, I think Brandon, my one of the day ones. Brandon came in and had a good comment as well. I'm trying to pull it up. There it is. Brandon basically said star of the week goes to the secondary and to the defense. So he basically felt good about that. I mean, it's a very interesting take. I mean, I know the defense. The defense gave up 40 points or what. They had help. They definitely had help. I'm seeing some comments, from some other people coming in. I'm gonna definitely read some of those later. Riley is basically agreeing with what Rodney was saying. And y'all have to make sure y'all put your comments down. I'll see them on the page. I may not be able to see them on the live feed, which I'm not sure why I can't see them on the live feed. But I will definitely look at them and answer that. But some comments I'm seeing from Rodney. Jacksonville's going to drop one, and it's coming sooner rather than later. I honestly believe that too. Jacksonville's going to drop one, maybe two, that we don't expect to see coming. And because they've never really been in this position. So they're going to drop one. I honestly believe that. Blake Bortles is going to cost them a game or two, and that's going to be our opening. That's going to be the door opener, and we have got to walk through it. And then I see Riley coming in saying hashtag sweep Indy. That much is true. And Stuart Robinson coming in saying must beat the Colts. There has never been no more of a truer statement than that. Got to sweep the Colts. That much is true. I do agree with that. So, with that, I couldn't find too many myself that could be a star of the week, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to. Well, I have two. First off, I got to give it to Adoree Jackson because Adoree did do a very good job on Antonio Brown when he was covering him. Adoree Jackson actually had a pretty decent game, and he was very effective. And I like I like Rodney said we played better than Dallas, Kansas City, and the Raiders. That is pretty true. So I definitely can agree with that. And Rodney, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving as well. But I will give my Two-Tone Blue Star of the Week award to Adoree Jackson because he is getting better and better every game. And he's going to break one in the punt return game. That's coming. But I also think he's going to get an interception or two coming as well. He's knocked some balls away. He's made some picture-perfect tackles. And he's just really getting better at his craft. And I think he's only going to get better as he goes forward with that. So I give Adoree Jackson the Two-Tone Blue Star of the Week. And I will give an honorable mention to Carl Klug, who had 1.5 sacks as well in that game also. Got to drink my Arnold Palmer from Logan's. Got to do that. If you hadn't had an Arnold Palmer, you ain't lived yet. One of the best drinks in the world. But, as has always been said, when you have a star that's on a high, you definitely have a dunce on the low. And let me put it to you like this. There are a lot of dunce nominations that could go around. And I want to hear y'all on Facebook Live with me. Who y'all got for the dunce? Because there are plenty of nominations. Of course, the main one being Marcus Mariota. Another being Corey Davis had a tough game. Another one could be the interior of the offensive line, either Quinn Spain or Josh Klein. Um, you know, um, another could be LaShawn Sims. LaShawn Sims is another. He struggled. Wesley Woodyard had a tough ball game this time around and everything. So, and I got Rodney coming in saying the offense, period. You're getting a like for that, Rodney. I like that. And Rodney, let me give you one too. For Carl Klug, absolutely. But Robisky could definitely be a Dunce nominee. He's been a consistent winner. He's been a consistent Dunce all season long. And so, I mean, like I said, it's a lot of Dunce nominations to go all the way around. And, you know, um, and Riley's right. Delaney dropping a touchdown pass. That could be another. So, you know what? I'm going to go with the majority. The Dunce of the day goes to the entire offense for the Tennessee Titans. That includes everybody. Offensive line looking bad, giving up 5 sacks. DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry just looking god awful in the run game. And in a lot of those games, and I like the sky cam because it definitely shows a lot, especially with schemes. There were some holes that DeMarco and Derrick could have ran through, and they didn't go through. They went in the opposite direction, which is what you don't need to do. You got to have vision going through the hole. I would think DeMarco Murray was better at that. And so I'm kind of disappointed with that. So, yeah, I give it to the entire offense. The offensive line, with the sacks and not opening up the holes. The running backs not running through the holes when they're there. Wide receivers not running good about being in position. Corey Davis looked like he was responsible for 2 of those interceptions. Could have ran some better routes. And he is logistically a good route runner. So he should be better with that. Delaney Walker dropping a touchdown pass. I mean, that touchdown, that happens 9 out of 10 times. Delaney Walker catches that. And, seeing him drop that was a shock. Because that really could have changed the complexion of the game. Instead of us taking a field goal, being down 23-17, we're down 23-21, and we are in it. We are in the game. And really, really could have added a spark to the team and really could have helped us dig in a little bit more because we were right there for the majority of the game. The majority of the game, we were in it until about the last 3 minutes of the third quarter and the fourth quarter. We were in it. And so, I give it to the entire offense. Marcus Mariota included with 4 picks. And Terry Robisky, I am so over Terry Robisky. I'm sick of talking about him. A lot of y'all who are fans of the show know how I feel about Terry Robisky. He needs to be gone. We have already seen an offensive coordinator in Denver get fired, a defensive coordinator in Oakland, or shall I say now Las Vegas, get fired yesterday. And I don't know what it's going to take for Mike Mularkey and John Robinson to see that Terry Robisky is a disease. He is a problem. He needs to go. But they're probably not going to let him go to the end of the year. That's probably what's going to happen. And, I like this comment from Rodney. He said, Rodney Gaddis, he says, the Sky Camp showed me that the communication isn't there, and that is a major problem. That is very, very true indeed. I agree with that. Like I said, I'm going to go back and look at some more came out and get a chance to take a look at it. And I apologize if I didn't put out a blog because, it's on Thursday. I was off. I was off of it, off the week. But yeah, I noticed that like the Skycam views showed a lot. You could take a look at the protections. You could take a look and see where the holes are that the running backs did not go through. Or you could see where there are issues between quarterback and receivers. That is a very good thing. I hope they keep going with that at NBC in the future with the Skycam. I think that would actually be very cool going forward. So, yeah, and I agree, Riley. It was very disappointing. Could have won the game. He said he could have won the game if Delaney Walker had not dropped that touchdown. I don't know necessarily if we would have won, but I think it would have been a heck of a lot closer and a lot more competitive if that drop doesn't happen. It was a big drop. It was definitely a big drop. So, Dunce of the day goes to the entire offense, all of it. But with that being said, now it's time to go to pick my brain. Pick my brain. Get me some questions so I answer them for you. So, definitely got a few questions out for pick my brain, and I'm gonna go ahead try to dump into them and go through these right quick. Of course, Shane, I gotta give him a like on the Titans and True fan page. He did mention Marcus being a major dunce, which I gave to the entire offense. Key High came in with a good point. Key High comes in with a question saying, do you believe this coaching staff are getting the most out of Marcus's talent? I look at Jared Goff has a new head coach, offensive system, and a complete turnaround. With current staff, Marcus will never reach his full potential. New coaches is what is he new coaches, or he needs to move on to a new team. Now, that is a very good question. I do think, and I honestly do believe that the coaching staff could definitely be what's holding Marcus back. I don't think they're playing to his strengths. And it just seems like Mike Mularkey and Terry Robisky, they are so hell-bent on running the football. And I'm thinking to myself, the running game is not working. You're going to have to try something. So I think a lot of it is coaching. It's scheme. And it just seems like what Terry Robisky and Mike Mularkey do is that they're not necessarily game planning to attack an opponent's weakness. They're basically saying, well, we're going to attack them with our plan. We're going to smash mouth, run the football, play action. We're going to do this no matter what the defense is on the other side. And I think that is a horrible idea and a horrible ideology to have. Look, as much as it utters me to say this, and I hate this team with a passion, but look at New England. What does the Emperor, the Dark Side Emperor, Bill Belichick do? And what is it that Darth Vader, Tom Brady, what do they do? They game plan for every opponent. Their offense looks different every single week. Why? They game plan to attack their opponent's weakness. They're going to exploit the bad parts of an opponent's defense. One week, they may run it completely all the time. They exploit the run defense. The other, they may pass it all the way around, seeing that the other team has a terrible secondary. That's the problem that I have here, is that they're going to roll out the same old school 1980s game plan every single week against all these defenses, thinking our game plan is going to work. They're going to have to adjust to our game plan. Well, newsflash. Terry Robisky even said this earlier in the year. We're not going to surprise anybody. We're not going to be able to sneak up on anybody because of the success we had last year. Other teams are going to game plan on how to stop us and take away our strength. Running game was the strength last year. Defensive coordinators on the other side are like, we got to shut down the run. We shut down the run, we can shut down their offense because that is what they're predicated on. And it is what we're predicated on. And I've said this time and time again, and it seems like Terry Robisky's just not going to budge. I said there are going to be weeks that you need to spread it out, go no huddle, or spread all the way out instead of these tight formations. Use the pass to set up the run. I have said that ad nauseum, but it seems like it's never going to change. They're going to keep rolling out the same bullshit plan, thinking that it's going to work, and they're letting these teams figure them out. And I think that's what it is. Teams have figured out how to attack us or defensively, and they're doing that. And we are not adjusting to that. There are ways to adjust. You game plan to attack a team. If you see that they've adjusted to you, you adjust to the adjustment. You got to be a step ahead. And it seems like Terry Robisky is 5 steps behind. And that's not going to work. That's not going to do it. And I venture to say, if we do not make the playoffs this year and we have a golden opportunity to do that, it is a massive failure and everybody should be fired. And really, to be honest, I'm probably not going to be completely satisfied if we get the wild card. I mean, I'll be happy, but I'll still be disappointed because we could have did so much more. But we'll have to see how the rest of the year goes with that. But that is an excellent, excellent question. Trying to pull up some other ones. Give me a second. But I see Brandon has a comment. He said, we have to scheme right. Robinson is a product of Belichick, and he knows how he plans. Why doesn't he get with staff and go down the route as he knows? By that, I mean he plans 40 to 50 plays. They know that they're going to run before walkthroughs. Brandon, you are absolutely on point with that. You are absolutely on point with that. And, Riley coming in comments say, I would say we're having an identity crisis. We don't really know who we are and too stubborn to adjust to the game. I think we've all been saying that. And Riley coming in saying, as much as I like the whole exotic smash mouth, we need to start adjusting. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I agree totally with that. I mean, we have to adjust. We have to adjust. A defense or an offense is going to adjust to us. We still have to adjust to the adjustment. It's a game of chess. This is not checkers. In football, you're playing a game of chess. And you got to know how to outsmart and outthink your opponent. And it seems like in ways we don't know how to outsmart them. We don't know how to, game plan better than our opponents do. And that is troubling. Very troubling. And Brandon came in with a question. He said, I have a serious question. What are we doing this year, barely getting by, as to what we did last year down the stretch and was playing better as a team? Why can't we put the pieces together to play like the potential we know we have and it's got to click? Absolutely. And once again, that goes back to the scheme, the game planning. Mike Mularkey and Terry Robisky, they can run the same bullshit plan every week. They're not planning on the defense. They're just basically saying, we're going to run our plan and it's going to work. Obviously, it's not working. Defenses have figured you out. Adjust. You do that, you might have some success. But we're going to find out. We're going to see. But, they're like old dinosaurs. They're not going to change. They believe in their plan so much that they're not willing to change, and that's being stubborn, and that could get a coach fired. Look at what's happening with Buffalo. Sean McDermott kept changing quarterbacks, which I think is ridiculous. That's going to get him fired. Because that's what happens when you've never been a head coach before. You don't know what you're doing. And it seems like that's the problem. Terry Robisky hasn't been an offensive coordinator in 40 years, so he doesn't know what he's doing, basically. And that's not good. And Brandon also said, we have 6 games and a pretty easy remaining schedule. What will we finish our record of, and will we be division champs or wild card? He tells me to be honest with this, because the way we're playing, not collectively as a unit all year, I'm a little nervous. I can understand that. The way that this is going, they better go 5-1. I'm expecting either 11-5, either 5-1, at worst case 4-2. But I'm really saying 5-1 because I think they better beat the Colts and the Texans. They should beat Arizona and San Francisco. And I'm expecting them to lose either to Jacksonville or the Rams. But I think they may lose to the Rams, but they better beat Jacksonville. So that's why I say 5-1. If they're going to be 4-2, they may drop either Indy or Houston, but they'll still beat Jacksonville and win the division at 10-6. I've heard on the radio, especially with Jared Stillman on 102.5 The Game on Jared and the GM, a lot of callers were calling in, and even he was thinking that 3-3. And if that happens and they finish 9-7 and barely get into the playoffs, extremely disappointing. I'm not going to like that, and I'm going to be calling for some heads. That's just my honest opinion. This team is too talented to only be going 9-7. And they need to click offensively. I mean, we've seen games where the defense is clicking some. The offense needs to click. With all these weapons, it just seemed like Terrell Biscuit and Mike Mularkey, they have so many weapons, they don't know what to do with them. I mean, look at Pittsburgh last week. Obviously, they know what to do with their weapons. They're getting the ball to Juju. They're getting the ball to Antonio. They're getting the ball to Le'Veon out of the backfield. They're seeming to know what to do with their weapons. How come we can't do it with ours? We can run the football with DeMarco and Derek. We should be getting the ball to Corey, to Rashard, to Taywan, a little bit to Eric Decker, to Delaney. You should be able to you should be able to feed the ball a bit. But again, they don't know how to adjust. They don't know how to actually put a game plan to attack a certain team. Like this week with the Colts, and I'm going to mention this a little bit later. Colts are terrible on defense. Their secondary is depleted. They're not that good. Hence, attack the secondary. You should throw it all over the field. Marcus threw for 306 yards the last time on one leg. Marcus against this defense should almost throw for 400. Rashard should have 100 yards. Delaney should have 100 yards. Corey Davis should be close to 100 yards in this game, in my honest opinion. But I'm going to get to that in just a bit. Look at some other stuff. Looking at some other comments. I know some. Rodney believes that Marcus may be hurt. Maybe still hurt. I don't know if that's the case. I think he's a little bit more mobile, but he's close to 100%. He's not at 100% yet, but he's about 90%, which is still good. Marcus is fine. I think he's playing scared, Brandon says. I don't necessarily think he's playing scared. I think he put too much pressure on himself in that game. It was a big stage Thursday night. He just felt like he had to make a play and was trying too hard. And a lot of times I think he rushed his throws against Pittsburgh when he didn't have to. When there were plays where the protection was good, like the pickoff by oh my God, Suxabah. He had a lane he could have took off. He could have took off and ran and easily got the first down. But, I understand a quarterback got to stay in there and, stay in the pocket. But he stared off. He was staring at Corey Davis and Cody Sensabaugh the whole time. Cody Sensabaugh just waiting for you to throw it to him. So I don't think he's playing scared. I just think he was thinking too much. And let's see. Riley says they'll know it. They'll know it didn't work when they find out they're in their couch. Not exactly sure what you mean by that, Riley, but maybe I guess you're saying they'll figure it out when it's too late. Hopefully, it's not. Um, so hopefully they do find it out. Brandon comes and said to throw the ball and run for not injuring his hamstring again. Yeah, I think some of that might have something to do with that word about the hamstring and all that. But I mean, if Marcus is fine, he should be fine. He should go. He should go. And Riley said, "I hate to be too hard on our coach staff, but we may need to do so." I don't mind that. Be hard on them. Be hard on them. And Brandon say he agrees with me, saying you're right on the money. They're playing old school ball and not getting with the times and the pace of the game. That's gonna bite us. That's gonna bite us in the ass if they don't hurry up and catch up. Because if we don't, it's a bust. And I agree with that. Chris Epps, what's up? How you doing? He's saying terrible system. I hear you on that. And so, that's definitely true. I'm just trying to see, you're just trying to understand what they're actually trying to do. And it seems like, in a way, they don't know. And it is going to end up coming back to bite them if they don't figure it out and catch up with the times and catch up with the times fast. So we're definitely going to find out. We're definitely going to find out. Aloha, Brother Kihai from the islands. I hope paradise is beautiful. It should be. And of course, Rodney said that's a game. That game was a good lesson learned from Marcus, and we will see what he will do from this day forward. And Marcus even said in his press conference, he's anxious to get out there and show that performance against Pittsburgh was a fluke, which I believe it was. I believe it was definitely a fluke. So he's going to definitely do better. And I see that. I know a lot of people are down on Marcus, thinking, oh my God, Marcus is the problem. No, he's not. No, he's not. And Chris comes in with a comment saying, you think they're keeping malarkey? If we make the playoffs, yes. Whether it's wild card or division title. I think we're still going to win the division championship because I agree with a comment earlier. Jacksonville's going to drop one at some point. They're going to drop one and they're going to mess themselves up, and that opens the door for us. Week 17 will be for the division title. And I think by then both teams would have already cracked the playoff spot. So I think at worst we'll be a wild card team. But if we don't make the playoffs as a wild card team, malarkey should be gone. Malarkey should be gone. Bring in either Hugh Jackson or Josh McDaniels. Those might be crazy thoughts, but that's just in my head at the moment. But we're going to take a quick pause for a second. We're going to take a quick pause for a second as I tell you about a good, and we're going to take a quick pause as I tell you about one of the sponsors of Titans in Truth, and that is Rose Jewels Boutique. And my homegirl, my friend, Miss Allison Conley. Miss Allison, she is the jewel connoisseur. She is the jewel connoisseur of the world and of any other world, known or unknown. She makes tremendous jewelry and does it to a style. As you can see, you'll see it on the page. She is very eccentric, very creative. She makes it to where it fits you. And as you can see, she makes jewelry, in a lot of different ways. Something that will make it work for you. From earrings to necklaces, chokers. I think she even makes pendants. Things like that. So anything of your imagination that you think you would like, She would do that. As you can see, there's a video of her. She was at she was set up at a particular event and everything. So you could definitely shop. Let her know that Chris of Titans and Truth sent you. She might hook you up a little bit. Here's some earrings. So fellas, Christmas time is here. Christmas time is approaching. You want to find yourself a gift for your lady to say Merry Christmas? Here you go, something like this. And guys, she makes jewelry for men too. So, look at this piece that one of her friends is wearing. She can make it a depiction of you, something that recognizes you if you want. So, ladies and gentlemen, get on that and hook her up with Rose Jewel Boutique. She is incredible with her craft and what she does. I support her. My wife has some jewelry from her. My mother-in-law has some jewelry from her. So definitely check her out. Definitely check her out on Facebook under Rose Jewel Boutique. Check her out on Instagram. And like I said, give her a holler and tell her that Chris sent you for Titans of Truth. She may give you a pretty nice deal on some jewelry. So, fellas, you want to stay out of the doghouse on Christmas, birthdays, you know what to do with that. And also, I want to give a shout out to my lovely cousin, Miss LaCrystal Cleveland, and Craft Gasmic Creations. Of course, many of you have seen my T-shirt, Titans and Truth T-shirt. She's making me another one in gray for hopefully I'll be getting it back for the Houston game. She's doing that, but she makes, as you can see on the screen, she makes a lot of shirts. I'm actually showing my Facebook Live viewers as well. So, you got shirts. She can make them of any team. She can make them for weddings, events, anything like that. She made one for the Eclipse. She made one for Memphis Taekwondo. Her son does Taekwondo. She can do it for any occasion whatsoever. Family reunions, anything like that. She definitely makes shirts. And she's even okay with, if any of y'all hit her up, if y'all want a Titans of Truth shirt like the one that I have, definitely hit her up. She can make one for you. I believe she can make them in navy blue or gray or black. I prefer the navy blue. Tried to get a baby blue one, but wasn't able to get one. She can get it in any size, so you just contact her, and she'll ask maybe what size and everything. Just tell her that you want the Titans and Truth shirt like she made, was made for Chris. She'll remember exactly which one, so she can make it exactly the way that mine are made, that she made for me. So definitely hit her up at Craft Gasmic Creations on Instagram. You can also hit her up on Facebook as well under LaCrystal Cleveland. So you can definitely talk to her, and she'll work with you on that. With that, she can get that sent to you. So definitely want to give support to those who definitely support me as well. And one other thing that I wanted to mention before we quickly get into talking about the Indianapolis Colts game, I have a very big event. It's a very big event that our fraternity is my fraternity is doing coming up. As some of you may know, I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and to some of my brothers out there, Blue Phi. We're doing next Saturday. If you're in the Nashville area or in the Middle Tennessee area, we're doing a Bowling for Babies event benefiting the March of Dimes, and basically what that is, I'm sorry if I couldn't get it for y'all, but what that is basically, we're going to be bowling for a cause. We're going to be raising money to give to March of Dimes to help research and help prevent premature births and make sure we have more healthy babies and more healthy children being born into this world. Because I know for a lot of women out there, motherhood is a very beautiful time, And for a lot of men, becoming a father is a very impactful moment. And you want your child to to be healthy and everything. And that's what we're trying to help do with this particular event. So it's a very, very good cause. This is our 4th annual event. If you're in the area and you're not doing nothing next Saturday, please come out. December 2nd, we're going to be at Tusculum Strike and Spare at 5315 Nolensville Road in Nashville. It's on the Titans of Truth fan page now. It'll also be on my personal page. Chris A. Newell is also on my Instagram as well and my Twitter as well. So, and I'm trying. I put a tweet out to a couple of Titan players, trying to see maybe they'll respond to me. I doubt they will, but maybe we'll see if they do that. But it is 1 to 4 p.m. Tickets are $15 now, $20 at the door, and it is going to. You get 3 games of bowling and shoes included. And so it's going to be fun. You can also watch the Clash of the Titans tournament. We're going to have some Greek fraternity and sorority chapters competing for the title of the Clash of the Titans champion. So definitely come out with that. If you have any questions about the event, hit me up here on the Titans of Truth fan page or Instagram. I'll be glad to get you some information. But check out Eventbrite at www.sigmabowling2017.eventbrite.com. And that's where you can get your tickets. They're going to go fast. They will sell out. So if you're in the area and you're not doing nothing next Saturday, bring your family on out to the event. It is open to the public. You're more than welcome to come. And, you can learn about our organization, about March of Dimes. So definitely try to come out for that. It's going to be a terrific event. I guarantee you don't want to miss it with that. So that is something to definitely look forward to. But I saw some comments as I was talking about that. Keyhigh coming in saying Marcus with Josh McDaniels could be a great combo. I could agree with that, either with Josh McDaniels or Hugh Jackson. If Hugh Jackson gets fired from Cleveland, I would mind bringing him in as an offensive coordinator because I think he'll play to Marcus' strengths, and I think Josh McDaniels will too. Will play to his strengths. And John Robinson's been around Josh McDaniels, so he knows the kind of guy he is. I could see that. Rodney coming and saying Jacksonville has gotten real cocky and is going to bite them in the ass. Agreed. A.J. Bouye and Jalen Ramsey coming out talking about they're going to the Super Bowl. And, Jacksonville is starting to get a little cocky. They're starting to think they're all that, drinking a little bit of their own Kool-Aid. And I agree. It could come back and bite them. Riley, I know you got to take off. I'll holler at you. Thank you for tuning in. Keyhawk coming in and saying, I know a lot of people are frustrated with the Titans offense. They need to open up the offense to do some no huddle and play to Marcus Mariota's strengths. Could also help defense by getting a lead and forcing others to be one-dimensional. I absolutely agree with that 100%. I agree with that big time. That could throw the defense off some and everything. So I 100% agree with that. But quickly, we're going to go ahead and talk about this game coming up with Indianapolis. They're coming in at 3-7, coming off of a bye week. We're coming in at 6-4. We're going to Indy. We have not won there since 2008. This is not going to be an easy game because it is in Indianapolis. And Indianapolis, they will love nothing more than to help ruin our season by beating us. We're going to have to play a good game to beat the Colts. And I put down Blue Enforcers 4 points to victory to win this game. First off, what we have to do is get off to a good start. Excuse me for that. We have to get off to a good start on both sides of the ball. Attack them early. Attack them and get into to them early, demoralize them, make them one-dimensional, make so Jacoby Brissett has to pass the ball, and that can lead to some turnovers. Defense, of course, it's turnovers. Offensively, attack their weakness. Their weakness is their secondary. They're one of the worst defenses in the league. I believe they're ranked 32nd defensively. So they're the worst defense in the league. Attack that. Attack the secondary. Marcus should be able to go up and down and around this defense all day long on a Sunday. And that'll open up the running game. And then that'll open it up. I mean, we ended up opening up the running game later in the game, but I think we need to put it on them early and often, demoralize them. That way, in the second half, they're not even going to want to try hard. And which leads me to my second point, which is 1A, and that is stop the run, take out Frank Gore, and limit Marlon Mack, sack Brissett often, get him on the ground, and just don't let T.Y. Hilton take over. Do not get him started. You got to take him away from the game. Last game, he only had one catch for 19 yards. He usually tends to do better at home. We got to make sure we attack him the same way and limit his productivity. We have to do that. Number 3, again, spread the defense out. Go no huddle. Go no huddle to open the game. Do that. Get them off their heels early. Use the pass to stop the run. I know Robinski won't do that, but I just think, it makes sense. It's a smart idea. Use the pass to set up the run, and you can have some success. That would be a very good idea. And then, last but not least, do not underestimate them. Do not go in there overconfident just because the record says 3-7. They had a lot of close games. Hell, they played a whole lot better against Pittsburgh than we did. So we can't underestimate them. They almost won that game against Pittsburgh. They only lost 2017. So we can't underestimate them. We got to go there and take care of business. We got to go there with the mindset of y'all ain't winning this game. Plain and simple. That's basically going to be the telling story of this game. Be aggressive, attack. And even in the second half, even if you're up 30-10, or if you're up 24-0, don't stop. Don't let up. Make a statement to the rest of the league that what happened Thursday was a fluke. And know that this is the real Titans. Take your frustrations out on the Indianapolis Colts. Definitely take care of business with that. And that's really what I think as far as those are my keys to beating the Indianapolis Colts. And that's what we have to do. And so to close out tonight, don't really have much more to say except please, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful, and safe Thanksgiving. Stuff yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Have that turkey. Have that ham. That dressing. And for anybody, if you don't like cranberry sauce with your dressing, you have not lived yet. You got a problem. And you need to have some cranberry sauce. I love it. I love it with my dressing. I can't have it without it. So I'm going to tear me up some turkey dressing and some ham with some dressing and some cranberry sauce. Hopefully have me some cornbread and go do it up and do it big. Stuff myself and then I'll pay the price next week at the gym. So comment me on YouTube, on Facebook. Let me know what your favorite side dish is. I know everybody loves some ham and some turkey. Making that turkey sandwich. And I even heard this on the radio with some of the Predator coach and some of the people saying they like a turkey sandwich with dressing and cranberry sauce. I might have to try that one day. Sounds like a bit much, but I may have to actually give it a shot. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Kiha, aloha to you, mahalo. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, to everybody's family, to the entire Titans family. On behalf of Titans and Truth, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy yourselves. Don't go crazy on Black Friday. I might wait till Cyber Monday to shop. So, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your football. Enjoy some food. I'm out. I'm going to holler at y'all.